Do you guys remember to go? Remember to go?
Oh, the app.
The app.
Okay, your time ilikuwa app, ilikuwa web.
Yes. So
yeah.
Gen Z's, that was, damn, I feel so old.
Nyokabi Macharia is an award-winning Kenyan actress, director, producer, known for her dynamic role in film, television, and theater.
I genuinely believe Carol is what built my discipline of acting. Because acting in Carol was serious business. Us, we were not there to have fun. Hey, us, it was, ilikuwa, we are here to win. So Hamo used to be in Tamasha, and they're the guys who were technically in charge of the singing of the school, of the music school. So they would teach us guitar, they would teach us voice lessons, performance, and that type of thing.
Yeah.
Lakini sasa, mimi nimeenda nimechanganyishwa na wanaume huko. Mimi nimekuwa tu unserious. Mahanja mtu zinanifanya tu the thing. So hata I'm not focusing. They finish the list for the actors. I am not there. They go to the singers. I'm like, okay, I guess this is where they put me. Singer number 1, I'm not there. Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8. They finish the list. I'm not there. And I'm like, so why the hell am I here? I auditioned for acting and singing. Why am I here? It started in Daystar where I'm like, I have a lot of things to do. So I've always been that babe who I am in so many things. I'm just doing a lot of things at the same time.
Yeah.
And I actually like, well, nowadays I don't. Nowadays I prefer rest, to be honest. I enjoy rest. But at the time, I loved how it just made me,
busy.
Yeah, I'm busy. I have things to do. I'm never having a time to think, okay, guy, what my life is. Me, I have rehearsals to attend. I have things to do. I ain't got this time.
Yeah.
I'm MCing.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to ask you about that. When has this started?
It started now in Daystar. In Daystar, when I was first year, I see Nyawera Gishugi, who now is doing Misunderstood and stuff. And she's like the...
You know, I actually didn't know she was in Daystar.
She was. In our very first semester. I think she left after we had just come in.
And then now I came after you.
Oh, you came after me?
Yeah.
Oh, so did you come in Jan?
I came in August.
The next year?
This is 2014.
I came in August 2013.
Yes.
So, okay, I see.
1 year.
So 1 year.
So
oh,
I never
wow.
saw her.
Interesting. So Nyawera was like an MC then. And I used to look at her like, even me, I want to MC this. And then she MC'd the annual dinner. What was our annual dinner called? Soea dinner. So that would be the dinner for like in Memaliza, the Mwaka and stuff like that. And I was like, I want to MC for this. This is the thing. And I just used to look at her in so much admiration. Like, I want to be the MC for these things. Yeah. And eventually, I became now the MC myself and Paul Chege.
And look at it, you're doing it professionally.
I'm doing it professionally now. So what was I saying before that? Sorry.
We're talking about getting into MCing. You're looking at Nyawera.
Yes. Yeah. And so, before that was the whole, I'm doing a lot of things. I'm hosting. I'm singing in Sing Africa. I am in DTTC. And I'm an official in DTTC. I'm an official in Sing Africa. I got shit to do. I have work study. I got stuff to do. Now my weekends. So education I'm not even going to lie. Education was like my side gig.
I totally understand you.
But now the problem was that I had to maintain a certain grade for my scholarship for them to keep paying my scholarship. And so I'm just like, oh my God, this is so exhausting. I'm having so much fun doing all of these things. Then they school. It's like you're really, this is not what I'm here to do. But anyway, so we go for the Dream Girls audition. So remember, I came to Daystar thinking I'm the best thing that Daystar has ever had when it comes to performance. And then I was slapped in the face when I saw, actually, you're as basic as it gets. But now, I've worked my way up. And I have sharpened my skill. I am in all of these things that have made me a better performer. So again, I become one of the top performers. Now I'm transitioning to the professional environment. So again, I think I'm the best thing in Daystar. And just generally in the world, right? So stepping...
Daystar is your world.
Daystar is my world. So stepping into this Dream Girls, again, I'm thinking, I'm about to... You see the attitude I had when I was auditioning for that very first nini.
Yeah.
That's the attitude I'm going with. This is as a bro. Me ukiulizia sifa zangu.
Yeah.
Niko kwa musical. Niko kwa in fact, I was going to audition for Dina Jones. The role that Beyonce plays.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm just.
Where is this, Kenti?
This is at no, I can't remember. YMCA, one of those ones.
Okay.
So I go and audition, and at this audition, there's who? Mayonde, Pascal Tokodi.
Hey.
Oh,
they're auditioning or they're
auditioning. Rina or something. Basically, Kaleche Mumo.
Yeah.
Big names.
It's a big deal. Yeah.
But still,
also the fact that you are brushing shoulders with these people means that.
But at this point, me, I didn't know they were gonna be there. So me, I get there, and then I don't know about them. Mi ni demo Nakuru, so mi sijui hii story yenyu. Mi nasikianga tu nyinyi wakuu. Mi si ati niko rada yao, ati oh my god, these guys are what. So after we audition, me, I'm waiting for a call back for Dina Jones. When Mayonde is there. And all of these big names. I think I'm gonna get Dina Jones. Imagine.
So Mayonde got it?
No. So I wait, I am not called. My best friend is called for a lead role, Ricky Gadariki of Wanavokali.
Oh.
He's called for the role of the brother of the sisters of Nani, Effie.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my gosh, congratulations. Me, I'm not given a call. Myself, Paulette, Raquel, Otire, nothing.
So it was just him?
So he's called. 3 days later, I receive a call. Oh, we'd love you to be part of the ensemble. So me, I'm just glad I'm part of it. Like, it's not what I was going for.
I like that attitude, though. Me, first of all, two things I like.
Yeah.
I like your attitude of, I'm really good. I'm going for this thing. Even though there's so many people who don't go for things because they're...
Sijui kama haki mimi amina.
So, of course, kuna some blind side to this. There are things you're not seeing. You're not seeing the Pascals. You're not seeing the Mayondes. But you have gone.
Yes.
You will not have been called.
Yes. If I did not go.
Exactly.
If I saw that and thought, ay, mimi akisiwa hiyo.
Exactly.
Yes, I agree. That on 100%.
Yeah. So I like that attitude.
So now I get the ensemble, which is like now part of the chorus and stuff. And I'm like, hey, listen, it's not what we were going for, but we are here. And now in fact, Mugambi was one of the people who auditioned me. At this point, he's not teaching me. So this is the first time I'm interacting with Mugambi.
This is before.
Who now directed me into Ali for Birds, which I just concluded.
That's so interesting.
It's full
we are getting
circle.
There. We're getting there.
Full circle moment. So I'm happy to be part of the ensemble. And then now, Veronica Mbaya, who was he was the story editor for Sketchy Africans, was the dance choreographer at the time. And then we had whoever is I can't remember who was directing. Then we had Danson who was music directing, blah blah blah. Now when we start the rehearsals, I understand why I did not get this. When we begin, I'm like, in fact, I am sorry. I'm sorry for thinking I would get this role when you people are there. You see, now for this one, I was like, ain't no way. There was no chance in hell y'all were gonna give me this role. I get it. Nice. So at this point now, I'm even like, Alison Nyawera is there. At this point, me, I'm just eager to learn and to be in this environment and whatever. But
because you're learning, you're literally.
I'm in school. Yeah. This is school.
You're being paid to learn.
Thank you. But now the artistic team, creative team, they pull out of the production because they were like, it's too much. It's too short of a time to pull it off. Sijui nini. There were just issues. So basically they pull out. And then now the production has like 1 week where they're trying to figure out what they're doing. And yet you're still coming from rehearsals. Ricky and I are commuting from Athi River till Nairobi.
Because I want to, because I was one of them. People who are coming from Athi River, coming to Nairobi for auditions, for gigs. Sometimes because that season, most of the gigs I was coming for were not paying.
We're not paying.
Exposure.
Thank you.
But that's why we're here now.
We're spending like 1,000 bob per day. I'm being paid 250. My mom is thinking, what is this thing you are going for? But then she's thinking, oh, you're getting paid at 25k. For Nini, okay, it's not bad. So she's supporting me, but she's still like, nini.
Yeah.
Hey, at some point, Ricky and I are just like, hey, this is now too much.
Yeah.
I don't think we can go through. So we pull out of the production. And there are a couple of people actually. But now the thing that would happen, so the moment people would pull out, unaenda hire to another role. So by the time I was pulling out, I was one of the dream girls.
Hey.
Yes.
Interesting.
But now at this point, it's like too much logistics.
Did the production happen?
It did.
So many problems.
It did.
Hey.
Eventually, it happened.
With all these issues.
Yes, it happened eventually. So anyway, but that is my first exposure to there's more out there. You're not the star that you think you are. You probably are. You have the potential.
Yeah.
But you are not all of that. Nice. There's so much more out there.
Nice.
So anyway, Dream Girls has happened. And then now I finish school.
Yeah.
I go do my internship at an events company. No, I lie. I go do my internship at Hot Sun Films, so a film company and whatever. Ken Gishuhi.
Before we get to that, Daystar.
Yes.
Academics, how are you doing?
I'm fairly well. Like, remember, I have to maintain a certain grade.
Yeah.
I have to maintain a GPA of 3.5 and above.
Hey.
So I'm really just trying to get that GPA.
So when are you studying? With this?
I don't even know. I'm not even good. Usiku, asubuhi ukiamka.
Also, are you? There are two types of students. Kuna watu, they can sleep in class, but they'll still pass. And there are people who listen in class na inaingia.
Me, I'm not those ones.
So you have
to
read.
Have to study.
So what time will you?
I do. You know, when you have free times in between classes.
Okay.
And then your weekends.
Did you ever date this season?
Yes.
Hey. Oh yes. Yes.
He knows my college sweetheart. So I'm dating. Hey. We have things to do. Hey. We are running an empire. You can't run an empire and just do one thing. You have to run an empire when you're doing all these things, and also you have to be loved. All of these things. Yeah. So it's a lot is happening. But I do find time to like study, or I don't even know, the group works. Vitu kama hizo ndo vitu zinanisaidia keep afloat.
Okay.
So I finished Daystar.
Okay. Yeah.
Or rather, I'm now doing my internship at Hot Sun.
Yeah.
And it's a friend of mine, Ken, from Short Nuts, who now his company is actually shooting my documentary for the making of Nyokabi at 10.
We will get there. Don't talk about that right now.
So Ken is the one who tells me, oh, there's this place I'm doing my internship. You can come through. Okay, cool. It's in Karen. I live in Ruaka. Actually, at the time, when I left uni, I was now living in Kitengela in my uncle's place. So, commuting. Kitengela.
And you don't have a car?
I don't have a car.
Can you afford it?
Can I afford it is the question. To Karen.
Yeah.
It's a journey. It is a road trip. That was hard. Yeah. The commuting from Kitengela was hard because now I'm there for like a month. I'm looking for a job. Actually, this is the period where I'm looking for a job, and then now I get it eventually. So I am going for interviews. I'm doing all of these things. I even interviewed for Tuko.
Interesting.
So
your degree is in PR?
Yes.
Okay.
But now I am like, okay, I can do events, and you see now I've been doing it anyway with Daystar, right? Yeah. So I finish my internship at Hot Sun. I get to shoot a music video with Elani as one of the production assistants and whatever. Yeah. And then Maureen Kunga, we just worked with her in Tomboya, which again, full circle moments. It's insane. So, and then I had emceed for Elani when I was in Daystar. When there was a time Elani came to school, and I had emceed for that. So it was just feeling like everything is aligned. Yeah. At Hot Sun, what do I learn? At Hot Sun, I get into a production in Karen called Karingata Amateur Dramatic Societies. They put up a production for Mamma Mia. I go to audition for it and I get it. So now I tell these guys, okay, now it's fine, I'm interning, but on Wednesday and Thursday I have to leave early because I have to go for rehearsals. For Mamma Mia.
Nice.
Again, now my brain I can't just be doing one thing. What am I doing with my life? You can't just it's like in my life, it's like, how do you just do one thing?
Yeah.
You have to have something that you are doing.
Several things you're doing.
Yeah.
Nice.
So now my life is balanced.
Yeah.
Huku wananipatia ma stress lakini huko naenda nafurahia. So I'm at a good place.
So and also you're interacting with the industry, you're
Correct.
getting into
But I'm still not getting paid.
Hata mama mia ilikuwa exposure.
Mama mia ilikuwa exposure mbaya. Ilikuwa exposure tuliexposiwa huko yetu yote. So because now it's a group of like,
but also part of exposure, like you get to connect with people. There's someone was explaining, I think it's Philip, was explaining there's a difference between exposure and being exploited. So there's a place for exposure because Dream Girl gave you exposure to
what there's more.
These people are doing this.
Yes, I agree. And even at the level of our careers that we are at, there's certain jobs you will take because it exposes you to a newer audience or a bigger, like aside from, so even up until now, I wouldn't look at a gig just like, okay, so how much are they paying? What value am I getting?
I remember that time we were talking about this and you're saying how before you just go to page amount
bana niongeze hapa niongeze ka 20 hapa niongeze ka 20. Now I'm like, aside from this money is just as basic as it gets. What else? Where utanikuja unishutie?
Exactly.
As in, will you shoot for me an episode of Wonder with Nyokabi? Okay, sawa, I'll take this. But then now you also come and shoot for me, nene.
Nice.
Or
value for value.
Value for value. It's not just money.
Yeah.
And right now, I think the secret right now is collaborations with artists.
Nice one.
Because it's so expensive to put up productions time after time after time again. And now it's okay, what can I do to, and this cross industry type of thing. As a musician, I can come and do your music video. Okay. Well, unaweza niscoria film. Okay, that's value for value.
Nice one.
I'm not just looking at you like,
It reminds me, you're in my music video.
Listen, this dude, tumetoana mbali sana. What is the song called?
I'll stay,
and I stayed. Hey. So
you should watch it.
Please put the link here. Wherever.
Umesikia producer?
Yes.
We'll put it to the
So we did the music video and stuff. So it's very important for us to look at, aside from pesa nitapata hapa, how can I be of value to you and how can you be of value to me? Exactly. And you see, when your project succeeds and mine succeeds, then we save each other the costs for, then I would not be able to put up, I have so many things I want to do, but I'm not able to afford all of them at the same time. But what I can do, I can give you my services as Nyokabi and lend you my voice as an actor, director, or whatever. And then you, in exchange, you can do this for me.
Value for value.
Value for value. And it's such a beautiful symbiotic relationship that we need to like build in the industry.
Miskia, it's not only about money.
It's not only about money, baby. So I do my internship at Hot Sun. I'm still now getting into productions and stuff like that. I finished my internship at Hot Sun. I now start doing productions. It's so funny. I'm looking for jobs, yes, but I'm also like, what are productions that I can go to? So Youth Theatre Kenya, I do Albatross. It was amazing. Basically, I do a bunch of productions for free. None of these productions are paying me. My mom is just thinking, sasa huyu. Yani ulifanya a whole degree in public relations so that now you can just be doing things for... I'm not earning. So my mother is supporting me. My mom and sister are supporting me. My mom is sending me pocket money. My sister is paying the rent. So we're living together with my sister. In a bed sitter. Nakwambia tuko tu hapo. It was that time.
Hapa ni wapi Risambu?
This is Roaka. So we're just there in a bed sitter together, but she's basically footing all of the bills, and then my mom is chipping in as well. And then I get a job at an events company. Now I'm earning 24,000. I have a float. I got money. So now it's not too far off from my nini. Now it's an Indian company. We're doing Indian weddings. Me, let me tell you, it's insane. I can tell you hizo zinaitagwa nini, my drapings and and then
but this is interesting exposure. Like
you're
getting into a different world. Like
correct.
These are not normal gigs that you're doing.
Thank you. And I've come in as an operations manager.
Okay.
And then now I'm finding people who have been in that industry for like 24 years. So first of all, wanashanga wewe msichana mdogo unakuja kutuambia nini? Sisi tumekuwa kwa hii kampuni for 10 years. Unakuja kutuambia nini? So I'm managing people, but it's hectic because I'm such a small girl. And
how do you get the job? You apply for it?
I applied for it.
Interesting.
And I was called and I was like, hey, what do you, yeah. Okay, you start on Monday. Great. Now, the thing with Event House, it is attention to detail.
I've seen that name somewhere. Event House.
Yes. Oh, they do such great events, by the way. Now, the thing that I learn here is attention to detail. You'll put a centerpiece on the table at Enoque. My boss will just come. What is this? Guys, let's be serious. Let's be serious. I'm thinking, nigga, listen, it's just, hey. But now there, attention to detail.
Like any other, I'm sure the effect is now your production. How do things go?
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. You can ask the people that I direct or produce for.
Exactly.
When we have said it is this, I do not want this or this. I want this.
Exactly.
And so even in terms of...
I feel like you have choleric tendencies. You're choleric.
I do.
Sanguine choleric.
I am sanguine choleric, yes.
Can see
so
it.
I am like, even like with now Diverse, which was a production that I directed last year, which I got nominated for Best Director, by the way, which was so exciting because I really loved it.
You can tell people
Please,
about this, how they can vote.
You can vote on KenyaTheatreAwards.com. I've been nominated as Best Female Actor in a Monologue and as Best Director for Best Female Actor in a Monologue for my work in Tomboya, and then Best Director for my work in Diverse. So please.
Nice. You'll share the links. We'll
Absolutely.
Put them,
I will. So in Diverse, like, I was like, guys, if we're saying this at the same time, if the action is like this, I need all of those hands go together at the same time. And I would make them do it like 10 times before we move on to the next thing. Because I'm like, if it's not like that, there's a point... It's patterns, because as human beings, when they're watching patterns, they're watching shapes on stage. And the thing that makes it work is when it's, I keep saying, one thing I feel like I'd love to explore as a musician, now that I'm getting into that, is ensemble dancing. I don't think we've gotten that to the T. If you watch something like Level Up for Ciara, au wasichana miguu ziko zote ziko level moja. The thing with ensemble dancing is that it's beautiful when all of us are aligned. It's that thing you guys do in music when it comes to
harmony,
choruses, like as having a chorus.
Oh yes.
Blending.
Yeah. It's actually when you use chorus, it's making sense. So because you are same voice, several. Yeah. And the thing that makes it beautiful is not for us to hear Nyokafi's voice over everyone's voice. It's the blending. It's sounding the same. And even though it feels like, no, but you're taking away my individuality. Yeah. The beauty of the chorus is us sounding the same and producing the same sound that is now collective and it fills the room. Yeah. And so even with ensemble dancing, the moment you've done your style and now yours is like, it's distracting. Yeah. Your hands, all of them, if we have decided we're doing this, all of them need to be like this. Yeah. That is not the moment to decide your individuality. Yours will be like this. No, that's how you will go home.
Exactly. So anyway, that's just a side note. So
that's a whole production and director masterclass.
Exactly. It's just, I love and I can't wait. You want to see that at Nyokabi at 10. Keep it locked, okay? Yeah. So anyway,
wow. I'm seeing how time is moving.
I know.
And we have so many things
to talk about. So what are we talking about? I've even forgotten.
We're talking about your workplace and how it was. They had details.
Yes. Yeah. So Event House teaches me about attention to detail, blah 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 blah. Yeah. At this point, I've done Mamma Mia, and then now I've auditioned for Jesus Christ Superstar by Nairobi Performing Arts Studio.
Yeah. So you were Mary Magdalene.
Correct. Yeah. And myself, Pascal, and some other dude win scholarship. So I win the scholarship for singing. Oh. Pascal wins for acting. What do you mean scholarship? It's like they were
scholarship at
yes, that's
KNT.
what they were saying. Oh. Yeah. That you get a scholarship to be in the production. Whatever.
But you were paid?
No. We were being told that is a course. And then now the production is like the end year production of the school.
Even Dana Seda?
Now I don't know.
Okay.
Now you can ask those girls. But sisi when you are nobodies, we were not being paid.
But still, you got to interact with.
I really did.
You got to be exposed.
Correct. And that industry. Is how actually Eric Wainaina and the executive producer.
It wasn't free.
It wasn't free.
It wasn't for free.
Even though it was. So Eric Wainaina and the executive producer for Tinga Tinga saw me
in
Jesus Christ Superstar. Yeah. And 1 year later, they called me.
Yeah.
So anyway, I've done Jesus Christ Superstar, etc. I go to London. I go nimetoka uni, so niko na time ya tu. Niende tu nijione. I got an opportunity and I'm like, I'm just gonna see.
Wait. This is not
this is not school. Tinga. This is not school. I haven't even done Tinga Tinga at this point.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, tumerudi. Okay.
So sai tumemaliza event house nini. But now I get an opportunity to go to the UK for 6 months.
To just chill.
To explore.
I love it.
To explore.
When are you going next? To explore.
So I'm exploring and what. And now I'm also now going to hustle. And I can stay at my auntie's place. So I'm like, yeah, for sure, let's do it.
Yeah.
Hey, that was hard. Racism inakugonga number 1. Number 2, kizungu nadhani you are the best speaking. And guys are just like, huh? What are you saying? Huh? Me with all my good English. People are, huh? Me nimetoka Daystar. Huh? What? What are you saying? I can't hear you. What does that mean? They literally don't understand because they speak like this and they don't articulate what it is that you're saying. So their words are very light, blah, blah, that kind of thing. Yeah. But as Kenyans, we speak like this and we articulate everything. You know, Kenyans, we say we don't have an accent. When you go out there is when you're like, yeah, we got a strong accent. So I go to the UK. I intern at a theater called Omnibus Theater. I am like a production assistant.
Let me continue giving you your flowers.
Yes.
Everywhere you're going,
your
attitude is the same. You go to intern.
Yes.
Because you're going to learn.
Because I'm going to chill. I can't just chill.
Yeah.
You have to do something. Nimekuja UK to
I love that attitude.
Exactly. So I'm interning as an assistant stage manager, stage manager. Then now towards the end of my time in London, I'm like, there's no way I'm just gonna leave like this. So I do a show.
Nice one.
See, I'm working at a theater.
Yeah.
See, I just ask them for space to give me for free.
Yeah.
And then now I can put up something.
Yeah. You see that mindset. And you're not here. Auko Nakuru.
You got Nakuru. But me, I'm thinking.
And you're thinking like this.
Yeah, you're not paying me for interning.
I love it.
The least you can do is give me space to put up my show here.
The nuggets you're giving us today. I love it. Continue.
So, I had met a guitarist in the UK. And then we started playing in to clubs like this. So we are not getting paid. But me, I'm enjoying singing. And I started actually at Omnibus, and I think we had a party, and I was like, yeah, let me do a kaanini. I sing with this guitarist of mine. Now, even him is excited. I think he hasn't been playing or singing with someone for such a long time. So he's just happy to be part of my band. Yeah. And I tell him, okay, so now I want to do a show. Can you look for a drama? Look for a nini? We put this, okay, sawa. Now I've even started I put together a set list. Miriam Makeba, do what? Then closer to the show. Yes. Closer to the show, I'm asking myself, why am I singing Miriam Makeba in these South African songs? I'm not Nini.
Do your music.
I changed the set list.
To your own song.
They are just mad. I put...
What? The bands now?
Yeah, they're like, we've been rehearsing this, and I tell them, you guys, I'm a Kenyan. I must sing Kenyan songs and whatever. So in the song there is City Shaky, I'm like, that's a legend. We gotta sing Wahoo and whatever. I sing Secret Love by Njoki Karu. In fact, Njoki Karu's Secret Love is what took me through that time in London, honestly. That song really resonated. I sing Wambura's what is this song that she sang at the rooftop? I'm a work in progress.
Nice.
I sing that one. So I've put together a set list. I tell them my experience of London and the racism that I felt. Yeah. And you see now.
First of all, who's the audience?
The audience is white people and anyone who cares to see my poster or whatever, and my cousin and
where
whoever.
Where did you put the poster?
At Omnibus. I shared it online, and people that I've met throughout this time.
Wow.
And now the guys that work at the theater. And then they're also surprised that I experienced racism in their theater. So all of these stories, they're hearing them in my show. And they're thinking, what? Yeah, yo, people were racist to me. But I put together this show and it's amazing. And what?
Do you... Yani, now I am understanding it. I am understanding you. I am understanding how you are.
Yeah.
Because now I'm seeing how... I think I can argue this.
Yeah.
You can be put anywhere in this world.
Yeah.
And you'll make it work.
Amen. Amen.
You can make it work.
Amen. From your ears to go, from your mouth to God's ears.
Foreign land.
Yeah.
And you've produced your own show, and the space was full.
The space was, well, it was not full, but it was not empty.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
love it.
So it was like a really nice audience,
Still.
very intimate. And at this point, I put up a show because Wandia showed me I could write my own material and I could put up my show.
Receive your flowers. Receive your flowers, Dr. Andia.
So I'm confident that I can put up a show. It might not be the best show, but I can put up a show.
Yeah.
So I do my thing, I finish, I come back to Kenya.
Yeah.
Now I'm back to Kenya. Oh, I even go for Lion King auditions. Sorry.
Ah.
Now I'm auditioning for things.
Tinga hasn't happened.
It has not happened.
What?
I've gone to audition for Lion King again now. I see that there's people who are serious with this business. People who belt songs, they are doing ballet. Oh, at this point, because I've realized for me to be able to get into a musical theater space, I need to learn ballet. So I tell my mom, please pay for me ballet classes. So I start going for ballet classes.
Actually, also, let's give your mom flowers. Your mom has always been supporting you.
She has.
Always.
She has.
When you pay your black tax, pay it proudly.
Listen, that one I do it with so much Nini. I'm like, thank you. And you can imagine sending money from Kenya to Nini is not cheap.
Yeah.
So she's paying for me my ballet classes because again, I can't just sit. Because I got to the UK and then I'm like, okay, so what am I supposed to do? Okay, let me look for an internship. Okay, I have an internship. But now, apart from the internship, what else am I doing? Okay, let me do ballet classes. Okay, apart from ballet classes, what else am I? So that's how my brain functions. Like I have to be doing, something.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I do ballet classes and now my body is moving. Now even when I go for musical theater, like auditions and stuff like that, because now, again, Daysta introduced me to musical theater. So it's possible.
Nice one.
So now I'm getting into these spaces where now I'm even auditioning for like cruises and stuff. So it's not sina visa, hata sina papers zenye ati zinaweza nipeleka. But me, I'm like, see, we just audition for the experience of it. Wacha nijue watu wanafaa.
So you're there. You have not come back.
I've not come back. I'm there now. I'm going into these spaces. I get a call back for Lion King. I didn't make it, but I'm like, okay, so these are the things. Now I'm still journaling. I started journaling in Daysta, by the way.
Yeah.
So I'm journaling the things I'm learning throughout these auditions and what that does for me and what I'm supposed to prepare. This is the point where I learn you're supposed to have a music sheet before you go for an audition. Because you just submit your music sheet, you do your thing. Yeah. So I start Googling.
Music sheet like written music?
Yes. Because they don't have time. That's how the audition
you can
works.
Read music.
I can read music, a little bit of it. But also now I haven't practiced it for a minute because also I learned it in school. Now when I went back to UK for the second time. Yeah. Anyway, so now I know sheet music. I have to go with at first I didn't know I'm supposed to go for a sheet, like with sheet music. So me, I'm just there and they're asking me and I'm like, huh? What? Huh? Now I'm learning you have to have a sheet music and then I'm
You're
Googling.
Learning on the job.
I'm learning on the job.
This is the exposure we are talking about.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm learning on the job.
I love it.
I'm seeing shows in, at this point I'm really not seeing shows because I've traveled when I'm young and I don't have money. And there's only so much you can do. And also this is my first time to travel outside of Africa. So there's a lot happening and I'm feeling intimidated. I even started stammering at some point.
Yeah.
Me. Imagine. Because of being intimidated. You know when you go into white dominated spaces, you feel dumb. You feel stupid. Yeah. Especially if you don't have that like confidence and whatever. So anyway.
Confidence inakurulienda wapi?
Ilipotea. Ukiongea mara 5 bado mtu haelewi nini unasema. Inapotea yote. Haya, so I come back to Kenya. Yeah. Now I'm like, we are doing this. Yeah. Now I'm applying for school to go back to the UK. I apply for ArtsEd. I apply for Mountain View Academy. Yeah. Mount View Academy, sorry. I apply for musical theater. After a while, I get the word, I get word that ArtsEd, I failed for ArtsEd, but Mount View want to take me in for acting. But me, I want to do musical theater. So I tell them, you know what? Nah, me, I want to do musical theater. Let's do this. I'll apply next year. So now I'm like, it's fine. We'll try again next time. So at this point, now I've gotten into I'm doing Caucasian Chalk Circle with Nairobi Performing Arts.
Oh, you've come back.
I've come back. Now I'm doing Caucasian Chalk Circle. That did not go well. I almost sued that man. I'm not even going to lie. So it was not a good experience at all.
Yeah.
But then Too Early for Birds are doing an edition, a women's only edition.
Yeah.
It's called Brazen. And I meet someone at the theater. I think I'd gone for Caucasian Chalk Circles rehearsals. I don't know what I was doing at the theater. And then someone introduces me, one of my co-stars introduces me to Wanjiko Mwauganga, who was directing Too Early for Birds at the time. And I was like, you need to know this babe. She's an actor. At the time, I'd printed cards. See, now I have to start being professional.
I love it.
You have to start being professional. So I'm like, okay, this is my card. Please, I would love to audition. Call me. And true to that, she calls me and I go to audition. I audition, I get the role. They're like, no, you're going to be playing 5 roles. You're going to be playing 5 personalities.
Where was that show?
At KNT, Kenya National Theatre.
I came for that show.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
I remember.
And so they're like, so you're going to be playing 5 roles. I'm like, But let's do it. I kill it.
Of course.
I'm not even going to lie to you.
Of course.
There are performances. I can say with my chest, if you didn't like it, you have no good taste in art. That's on you.
You're the problem.
You are the problem. I am not the problem. I kill it.
Yeah.
People on Twitter are like, who is this girl? A bit of context. When I did Jesus Christ Superstar, again, I killed it.
I love it.
And now I'm starting to get attention from the media. Like, there's this new girl.
Yeah.
Because you remember now the big names are Dara Seda, Mugambi Nthigam, Kamze Watela, but then they're like, but there's this new girl who has come in. I don't know, she's and Margareta is just like, her voice. Margareta really loved my voice. She was like, your voice, blah, blah, blah. At this point, I'm thinking, I better get ready because like agents are gonna start flooding my way.
Yeah.
So after Jesus Christ Superstar, I know I'm about to blow up.
Yeah.
Like, this is my big break. And then shortly after Jesus Christ Superstar, I go to the UK. But while in the UK, I'm waiting for these calls for where's this babe?
Yeah.
Because my performance was so good. So I'm like, I'm gonna blow up.
Where are the calls?
There were no calls.
They never came.
They never came. 1 year down the line, no calls. I said, what is this thing? These people don't recognize. They don't know. But the call came 1 year later for Tinga Tinga.
I love it. From Eric.
Yes. It's like, oh, so Nini, we'd like you to audition. Who was doing that role before? Fee. I'm thinking, yeah. I don't know what y'all are thinking, but hey, I'ma come. Yes? What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
I prepare a song. Okay, so I go to the audition. One thing I'm always saying, the thing with an audition, you just have to be open-minded.
Yeah.
To correction, to direction, that type of thing.
Yeah.
And also auditioning is a whole other skill in itself.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with your performance skill.
Okay.
It is about how well you manage your nerves in that moment.
Take us through this audition.
So I go into at the time Eric was based at Elephant. I enter the room. They're like, okay, are you ready? I meet Claudia, the exec for Nini, and the director, sorry. And she's like, hey, yeah, I really loved your performance. Okay, so sing for me. So at this time I had prepared. In Daystar, we did one of those concerts we did. The Circle of Life was like my go-to number. So I knew this showcases my voice. So I knew I into a mother now. So I go to the audition. What have you prepared? The Circle of Life. And I wow them. But then they're like, okay, sing this other thing. Okay, fine. I try. Okay. Okay, sawa. Audition, great. Mimi nimengoja hapo call. At this point, in between this audition and Nini, I've auditioned for Cinderella by Amar. And I am like, I would love to play this role. And I'm like, yes, Lord, this will be the best thing ever. 2 weeks later, I'm in my grandmother's house, just chilling. I get a phone call. I get a text message from Eric. Hi, Nyokabi. So we really liked your audition. And if you would like it, the role is yours. I said, if you would like
it.
What do you mean, if I would like it? If you would like it, the role is yours. So the compensation is 250,000 for the Kenyan run. Na bado hapo kuna per diem ya 1,500. Na bado sijalipwa ya new. And also we are going to Broadway. I'm like, I'm in a dream. The compensation for Broadway is 250K. And also there is $50 as per diem. I said, This is coming from the biggest check I have ever received is 40,000 shillings.
Oh.
And now you're telling me you want to give me 500,000 shillings, take me to Broadway, give me daily pocket money.
I love it.
And then you're telling me if you would accept it, if you would like it. I remember jumping up and down. My show is like, what is going on? I'm like,
in text.
At this point, I am working with Eric Wainaina, Atemi, Chris Adward, Tetu Shani, Alvin, Kendi Nkonge. Me, I'm like, what do you mean if I like it?
I am coming.
Where is that? Do you want me to come today? Do you need me to appear there today?
I love it.
The biggest check I have been paid is 40,000 shillings. And now you're telling me for a month, I'm gonna earn like 500,000. And then you're gonna take me to Broadway. While at that, you're joking. I just responded before he changes his mind. I'm like, yes, absolutely. That would be absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. You also can't sound excited so much. Where? Now this is when my mom knew this is a career. Now my mom was telling everyone, actually she's working with Eric Wainaina and they're going to New York. This is when she was like, oh, thank God. After 3 years of working for free.
Alikuwa invest.
So for her, this was like, oh, best believe we deserve it. It has to work.
Yeah.
But now this is the point she saw, okay.
Yeah.
Because you see, even though she's supporting me, she's like, si utafute tu job.
Yeah.
Just namwambia mom, nikitafuta job, hiyo kitu sitaweza kufocus na hii.
I've just thought about something. Though this conversation, you'll go have it at Financially Incorrect.
Yes. Yes.
Guys should watch that podcast as well. I know people don't do that.
Yes.
But I loved how there's a gig. I mentioned your name.
Oh, really?
I told you, PDF.
Oh, yes.
So that gig, I was very impressed with how you quoted, because I was there. I told you I was there. I was listening to the phone call.
Yes.
They were looking for a female MC for Women's Day.
Yes.
And I was like, that's what I always do. My people come first.
Yes.
I know someone.
Yes.
So the person who was doing the gig that time was like, I've even worked with her before.
Yes.
Let me call her right now. You talk. The amount you said, I was like, this is the bag this girl is receiving.
Because you have to.
Yeah.
And you see, you're not quoting for that day.
Yeah.
You're quoting for the years of experiences.
Yes.
Those 3 years of exposure I had to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I'm glad that now I have the
it.
confidence to even say, yeah, pay me, mama, give me my money.
Exactly. And it's not only about the money, it's about it.
The
I want
value.
this experience.
Yes,
I want this experience.
exactly.
Yeah. That's very beautiful.
Exactly.
And I love that you're in that space. Mm-hmm.
So where were we?
Tingatinga has come. You've auditioned.
I've gotten it.
Yes, you're inside now.
Now, after Tingatinga, I got a text Cinderella and say, hey guys.
I mean, in this production.
I was called for the callback. So when he sends me the email for the callback, I'm like, actually, I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna be able to go through with this because I'm not even going to be available for the production. Amma calls me like, Nyokabi, this role is yours. The callback is just for who is going to match up with you.
And you can't do both.
At this point, I'm like, we're going to Broadway. There's no way you can compare that shit. And he just goes like, I understand. I get it. But he was like, Aki, I really want, and even me, I really wanted to play that role, but ilishindwa tu.
Yeah.
Anyway, we start rehearsals.
Wow. Alignment, yani being at the right.
Alignment. Coach Edu ndo anatufanyisha. And then it was everything I have ever wanted for myself as a performer.
Nice one.
A full experience of dancing, singing, acting.
Nice one.
And we have coaches to take us through this. That's what I come to do every day of my life.
Nice one.
I always say, if I have the money and resources, what my schedule would look like. I wake up in the morning, I have singing classes, then I have acting classes, dancing classes, a language class. and then I'm done with my day.
What I remember about that season,
Yes.
I was still in Daystar.
Yeah.
And Team
Rimbui. Yes.
was doing sound for it.
Was he doing sound? No. He was doing another musical actually.
So this should be a different season.
But he might have done sound for the first run for Tinga Tinga, because now they were bringing it the second time.
Is the one Fee was in?
Yes.
Yeah, because I remember that time. I've seen how, because I was able to be on the back end of production, because we were assisting.
So that's the first time. It definitely was the first time.
It was at the Elephant.
Yes. Yeah. But now this one was at Kenya National Theatre.
So this is the second one.
Correct.
Okay.
So first of all, I'm replacing the Fee.
Yeah.
That's a big deal to me.
Yeah.
I'm working with legends, icons.
Eric Nina.
What? I'm getting paid properly. Every week I'm receiving a 8K.
Per diem.
Yani, ushaifanya kazi. That's the experience that artists should have.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about anything else.
Yeah. Fair. Kesho itatoka wapi? Uko sawa.
Niko sawa, and my focus is solely this production.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything else.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I'm loving this experience.
Nice.
Because tunaamka asubuhi kwanza, and then I used to go to the theater at, rehearsals would start at 8, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go at like 7. So that I can run round. Because you see, it's musical theater.
Yeah.
I need to be able to
Where's
dance and sing at the same time.
Nice one.
So I would run around the theater. By the time guys are coming, I've already done my exercises. And then now Coach Edu would take us through exercises before we get into dancing. So my body was in shape for the theme.
Nice one.
Me, I was born for this.
I love it.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
I enjoyed. But now the thing with Tinga Tinga is imposter syndrome.
Interesting. Uh-huh.
You are with Atemi there, Kendi Nkonge, Tetu Shani, big names, Chris Adwar, Ed Koinaina, and then there's me.
Nakuru babe.
Ati wewe ni mama wapi? Ati what do you do? Tukienda sound check unasikia tu hapo Atemi. Kendi. Nani Eric amekuja? Alafu mimi nimeingia. Elsa Fanjora is there. Brilliant performers. Literally the best in the country.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Tinga Tinga, you had to wake up in the morning and tell yourself, you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're talented, you're what? Because then there's no way to survive that. It was a high pressure environment.
Tell us about that. How have you dealt with imposter syndrome? Because I understand you, Yani.
Yes.
I understand you.
Yes.
Sana.
Yes.
But how do you deal with it and just persevere and keep going?
So, that's a good question. First of all, I think I have a very solid support system around me.
Yeah.
Ricky, Gadariki.
Yeah. Your best friend.
Oh my God. He is a huge part of why I am the way I am.
Yeah.
The confidence that boy instills in me is insane. Because even his life philosophy is just do it.
Yeah.
Hakuna kitu ngumu.
Yeah.
Unafanya tu and you wish and you hope for the best. And if I'm being honest, were it not for Ricky, I don't think I would be where I am today.
Nice one.
He's always fueling me behind the scenes for ati wamesema si unafanya tu hivi na hivi na hivi na hivi na hivi and he makes it look like it's not a big of a deal. And then he'll always, because he's been with me throughout my journey, he knows what my journey looks like. And he will always remind me, Ebu remember, this time you thought you would not do this, you did it. Ebu remember, you did this and this, you did it. That
mkistruggle na fair 1000
sai unapatiwa per diem ya 1500 na fare yako ni tuso.
Equal fuel.
And I think it's always so important to have people who are genuinely rooting for you.
Nice one.
And they're constantly encouraging you to just do more and go beyond what you think you can be able to do. Anyway, so we go to New York. Now New York is a proper theater experience. You are signing in. You have a green room with snacks. You have a laundry room. There are days when your laundry is being done. It's professional. We are on Broadway.
Nice one.
And I had been doing a hashtag of Broadway Here I Come. Way before.
Nice one.
So I took a picture. It's still on my Instagram. Me like in front of the theater and I'm like, Broadway, I am here. And it was just like, what? My dreams have come true. Literally. Anyway, do Tinga, amazing experience, blah, blah. We come back. Sasa Nyokabi when it's expensive. When it's expensive. Hatuwezi ku afford. Umetoka Broadway. So that's the
so
nini.
You're not getting gigs?
I'm not getting gigs.
Oof.
However, when I got my payment for Tinga, my mom was like, si ununue gari weke kwa Uber. And my dad sells cars. So I'm like, that makes sense. So my dad gets a car, imeletwa kwake. He's like, kuna gari hapa this bay, do you want it? My mom, see, do you want, chukua hiyo gari. Utawai pata gari kama hiyo, wapi na hiyo bay. Ebu chukua. So my mom really fuels me to get the Uber. So whereas I'm not getting gigs, I have income.
Are you serious?
Yes.
And you're the one driving?
No.
Oh, you get someone to drive.
I get someone to drive. Although nice. I wish I even I drove it. Nilikuwa tu
100%.
Nilipata 100% and then you're able to take care of your car.
Yeah.
But then at the time I'm like, how am I going to do? I didn't think I would be able to do it. So I have an Uber.
Yeah. Nice one.
Every week I'm getting 12K.
Nice one. I love it.
But there are times when I'm not getting it. So whereas it is not as profitable, it is helping to keep me afloat.
And moving. Yeah.
Haya, nimekaa sina gig for almost like 4 months, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Haya, nimeitwa audition. Gadhoni, producer for Tuwali for Birds, who we had worked with in Brazen, forwards my name. Kinafili wanafanya production ya my Empress.
Nice one.
And now they start casting and Gadhoni forwards my name. Hey, kuna udem, she's really good.
And until this point, you're not in a
I'm not on TV.
Interesting. Okay. So this is the introduction to TV.
Exactly.
Wow.
Okay, we'd like for you to audition. Denise, who produces for them, is the one who calls me. Fun fact, Denise is producing Nyokabi at 10.
Nice one.
So again, I have very many full circle moments of these things.
Nice one.
So she calls me, hey, we want you to do this role. Okay, yeah.
Hold the thought.
Yes.
Having this like exposure is being exposed to someone who will meet for something else. And that is in your story.
Yes.
You're being exposed to
what they can do
gig.
To my next gig.
Yeah.
And I always say, your current job is your audition for your next.
Exactly.
So do it with all of your heart.
Richard Njao Esther likes to say your CD is your CV.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So your gig, what you're doing right now is where you'll connect to the next person who will connect to you.
Exactly. Yeah. So they call me in for the audition. At this point, I'm researching, stuff. Role yangu. Na pia sijakuwa job in a minute. So I need this to work. Yeah. And also it's a TV gig. I'm thinking, I'm a batter. Hey.
Nice one.
So I go into the room and at this point, kwanza nimeona tu video you need to take charge of your audition room. You need to remember you're the one auditioning.
Nice one.
Si uende uko na woga ya nini. You take charge, you tell them this is what I need. This is what I need.
Wow.
So nimefueliwa na hizo nimekuwa nikiwatch video zile za it's my audition. Ninajua my prop, ninajua nini.
I hope there are actors who are watching this.
I hope so too.
Because there's so much you're even telling us how to prepare
for audition.
Nice one.
You gotta take charge of that room. And remember that they called you there, so they have to give you your time.
Nice one.
I don't like those things for you harakisha hapo. No. If you've called me to harakisha me, don't call me at all.
Clearly this will be the longest podcast we've done. This will be the longest.